All right, so mental toughness. I know we get to a place where we hear it all the time. We hear coaches fuss about players being mentally weak. They got to do better with this, that, and the third, whatever. But I don't think people fully uh give a definition behind what is mental toughness. Like, what is mental toughness? What does it really mean? How do you get it? All that good stuff. And so today I'm going to give you my personal definition of what mental toughness is. So for me, it's simply how you behave or how you respond in tough situations or how you respond to when challenges come. That's what mental toughness is, or the lack thereof. So when you're in a situation and you're being challenged, you have a challenge going on, and you have certain circumstances you're in. How do you behave when you have things that aren't going your way? When you have tough times coming, how do you respond? It's all about your response. It's like they say, it's not about what happened to you, it's about how you respond. It's not about the situation that happens, it's about how you respond to it. So if somebody talking crazy to you, being disrespectful, whatever, it's not about the incident that actually happened. It's not about them doing to you what happened. It's all about your response to it. Because if you notice, a lot of times in sports, that's a good example since we're, talking about this. So usually a player is the initiator of it, and then there's their reaction person of it. So, you might be running around the screen and somebody throws a ball, whatever, or I'm guarding you and I'm just up on you, kind of fouling you, whatever. And the ref don't see it, nobody sees it. But you turn around and try to return that favor, or you respond to it, and you shove me, and you're the one called for a foul or a tech or a flag or whatever, or possibly thrown out the game. So it's never about what happens. It's never the initial incident of it because the ref didn't see it, whatever. For that reason, they always catch the response of it. And it's like, dang, bro, like, why you didn't see them push me, whatever? And like, no, I didn't see it. So it's not about what happens, all about how you respond. And a lot of times in situations like that, even bigger when it's life, it's really a test of you, because if you can stay calm and composed in those times, that person cannot you do the same thing against you now, because they can't they're not doing that to actually gain a advantage of the game. They're doing that to challenge you mentally, to test what you're about. Or if we're talking trash, whatever, if I can break you mentally, I can see you getting frustrated, whatever, I win the game now. Because your skill starts to diminish now, because I see mental and emotionally you're going down too. Or your emotions are taking over everything. So now the skill's going down. You can't even play the same now. Or you trying to play the ego game. So I'm talking trash to you. Oh, you can't shoot. Let him shoot. I ain't worried about it. And she can't really play, man. She got it. Don't take that shot. I ain't even guarding you for real. So now you're not even playing strategically or by your skill. You're playing by your ego and your emotions now. So that's a test of your mental toughness. So now you got to be like, ooh, all right. Do I feed into this ego play and feed into what this guy or the defender wants me to do, or I feed into what this challenge is? Or do I turn around and respond a better way, which would be for the team or to my strengths or whatever? You feel me? So that's a test of what mental toughness is. How do you respond to these situations and to the challenges that you have? You feel me? So I think for me personally, that's what mental toughness is, man. Like, when you have a bad game, how do you respond? If if you're not doing the best in life, you keep having incident after incident, problem after problem hit you. How do you respond? I'm not saying you can't sit on the bench, take a breather, and get yourself right. But by you being aware enough to say, "Yo, tap me out real quick. I'm not good to play, coach. Let me get myself straight." That's mental toughness right there. To be aware that you need a break, getting that break is mental toughness, rather than just allowing your emotions, whatever, to feed on and keep going. And so, um, if you want more help with this, man, if you want more understanding about mental toughness, I've created a whole ebook breaking down the definition of it, how do you get it, how do you gain it, and things about how you can apply it to your life, like, instantly. Like, so after you read this ebook, you'll be able to have a lot game. You'll be able to grow your mental game around mental toughness. So uh link to it is in the description, or you can go to my social media, link will be there. But let me know what you think, man. About to, get the ebook for you. Um yeah, just drop the ebook in a thing below, and wherever it's gonna be at. And if you want to support whatever, I appreciate it. But I feel like you should do it. My 5 minutes up, I can't really say on my 5 minutes up. See you next week.